let these children just run amok, and we are afraid to say and embarrassed to say that we have created a Frankenstein here. And the Frankenstein is on the loose.
So there we had a mob of teenagers basically beat up some woman type of thing where they called it online. A bunch of groups of kids got together and in downtown Chicago, smashing car windows, attacking bystanders, sending panic tourists running from the sound of gunfire. I mean, it was pure chaos. I want to start with you, Shelley. How could the police let this happen? And should we care about this? We're not there. None of our cars are there. We don't have any cousins or family here. Should we care?
Absolutely, we should care. And it's not just Chicago. Like you mentioned, it happened in Baltimore a couple of weeks ago. Let me tell you why the police let it happen, or how could they? A few things. Number one, where are the parents? Okay, the parents should have known and been out there, or maybe not even had their children there. Where are the parents? Because all of those children were not 18 and over. Some of them were younger. That's number one. Number two, when you have movements for years now, we've been hearing defund the police, and the police are all bad. The police are killing black men and black boys everywhere, and the police are after us. All of these lies have consequences too. So therefore, the police are saying, why the heck am I going to risk my life when if I do that, then the next thing you know, I'm going to be on a trial for hurting a black kid or somebody getting shot when I'm defending myself and helping to defend the public safety. It's like six in one hand, half a dozen in the other. And at the end of the day, police officers want to go home to their families too. That is chaos, and it's in Baltimore. And another third thing, we have these politicians who think that opening a rec center a little bit longer, building dirt bike parks are going to help. They don't want bike parks. Guess what? They're animals. The Clydesdales are better behaved than these people are, okay? They're animals. Put them in a zoo or a jungle. They are animals, and put their parents there with them. I am sick of it, okay? If you are a parent and you let your child hang out, causing mayhem, running havoc through the city, you are pitiful. You are piss poor. You are trifling. You should be ashamed of yourself. And they need to lock you up and then put your child in the jungle. I'm sick of it. Adults, where are the adults?
To kind of elaborate or say what might be causing young people to behave this way. Somebody mentioned parents. So these parents were raised on woke education. Their parents are not very old at this point. So, and the thing about especially Black youth, Black people in general, there's this thing, the way that the attitude is that somebody owes them something, that the world is against them, or the white people are against them. And it's been pushed a lot in schools, even in decent schools, kind of like, even because I deal with kids, I see what they're being taught. So a lot of it has to do with this oppression, oppressor versus the oppressed. And so you keep pushing this type of narrative from school, from parents, from the media, and of course they're going to behave like this, like they're entitled and they deserve everything. If they want to walk into a store, they can just grab anything. And this is also part of the agenda. Actually, the people who want to change our world, who want to change the system to I guess their new world Marxist agenda, they want the riots. They want the masses to riot because they can say, look, they're not happy. Look, this is, it's because they, don't have enough. They're poor. So they're acting up. So we need to have a revolution and change the system and redistribute wealth.
They're too busy pushing this alphabet agenda. They're not focused on quality education for these children. And what else are they going to do? Parenting aside, like what else do they have? What other options do they have?
After that, but I want to get your response to this, T. Matt Walsh from the Daily Wire. He said, you absolutely never see videos like this with races reversed. So he's talking about right there, we saw most of the people in the mob there were Black teenagers. And then in that clip, they were beating up a white lady. He says, never, doesn't exist. At some point, we need to discuss why this kind of violence literally always goes one way. So he's saying basically it's Black people committing this violence against whites. Is that topic, is that a topic we need to start addressing? T, I want to get your thoughts there.
It's not only Blacks committing these crimes against whites, it's Blacks committing these crimes against Blacks. And that's the major issue. Like Shelley said, I mean, we do act like animals. Not all of us, but I mean, most people who ain't got the time, you should be worried about working and making money and doing something productive. But no, you want to go out and act up. So